Nomos makes great watches. I love my Tangomat. It is also known to offer good value for money. However, let me ask you this. Do you personally know anyone who owns a Nomos watch? Or have you ever seen a Nomos watch in person? Chances are the answer to both of those questions is a no. Today's video, I'm going to use my experience of owning this watch for a year and give you 5 reasons why I think Nomos watches aren't as popular as they could be. Reason number 1, or problem number 1, is all of their watches look too similar, almost identical. Now, brand identity is important. It's good to recognize brand that you're looking at just at one glance. However, Nomos takes it a step too far, in my opinion. For example, take a look at Nomos Gigante and Nomos Tangomat. Picture speaks 1,000 words. I think it would play in Nomos' favor to offer a little bit more variety in their lines of watches. If you don't like a particular style, you can go for a different type of watch within the brand. As it is right now, if you don't like this Bauhaus bold design, you pretty much stay away from the brand. Problem number 2, lack of traditional sports watches, especially diver watches. Now, Nomos does have some sports watches in their lineup. However, they don't really look like traditional sports watches, and by no means are they diver watches, or at least what we think when we think about diver watches. Like it or not, sports watches is what people want. Think about the most popular watches on the market right now: Nautilus, Submariner, Royal Oak, Daytona, Speedmaster, etc, etc, etc. They're all sports watches. In fact, you can name maybe like 5 non-sports watch models there are popular on the market. And by popular, I mean watches that everybody wants, desires. More affordable watch companies do especially well with sports watches. For example, Zen with their divers, you have Oris with their Aquas models, Tudor with their Black Bay lineup, Yamaha with their heritage models. People want traditional sports models on stainless steel bracelets, and unfortunately right now, Nomos doesn't really satisfy that need. Problem number 3, value retention. Nomos watches don't hold their value very well. In fact, they drop in value like pretty much no other brand except for maybe Hublot. Now, I don't really have a solution to this problem. It's well above my pay grade, but it is a problem nevertheless. There isn't a big incentive to buy brand new. You will do much better buying used. For example, Nomos Tangomat could be had on the resale market, mint condition, just a couple of years old, for less than 40% of its MSRP. In some cases, less than 30% of its original MSRP, which is pretty crazy. Problem number 4, lack of brand ambassadors. Tudor has Beckham, Rolex has Federer, Seiko has Novak. Having a brand ambassador for a company is a bit of a marketing shortcut. It really does work. Don't believe me? Just ask Richard Mille. Problem number 5, lack of it factor. This one is a little bit harder to pin down, but the best way I can explain it is by giving you a few examples. So for example, the most famous example, I guess, is Omega with their Moonwatch and their Bond watch. That it factor makes these watches more desirable and easier to market. You have Zen with their regimented steel. You have Oris with 5-day power reserve and their 10-year warranty. You have Grand Seiko with their spring drive and their dials. Every one of these companies has sort of an it factor, has sort of an it watch. The way I see it right now, yes, Nomos makes some beautiful in-house movements, beautifully decorated, beautifully finished. They have great finishes, great quality, one of the best value for money watches on the market. However, they don't have that it factor. It's very hard to market and describe these watches outside of great looking movements and Bauhaus-esque design. They need something else. They need that it factor, something that will force people to stop and take a serious look at this brand. At the end of the day, sitting here talking in front of the camera, well, that's easy. Nomos does make some great watches, as I mentioned various times in this video. I really want them to succeed. I really want them to go to that next level and break out of this sort of a watch nerd niche. They can be so much more. They can become much more mainstream and offer more to their customers. That's exactly why I'm making this video. It's not out of hate or dislike for the brand and for their watches. It's out of love and appreciation for these watches. I see a lot of potential and I really want this German brand to succeed and be more. I appreciate you watching this video until the end. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, we release new videos every week, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Nomos watches, but also if you would like to see more videos of this format about other watch brands. This was a lot of fun to write and to film, so leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I always enjoy reading them. By the way, today on my wrist, I'm wearing my Nomos Tengomat. I did a full review of this watch. That video can be found on the YouTube channel. I will also leave it linked in the description below. Also in the description below, there are a couple of other links. There's a secret link and there's a link to bondnatorstraps.com. Check those out if you're curious. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.